Hello, Night Smoke here, and we're back at the Pembroke Hospital. And
the flower's dying. It needs water.
what is it, woman?
Hurry now, Doctor. It's freezing here.
Yes,
What?
Miss Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
Uh-oh.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but
No.
Sorry. There's nothing here.
some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem. We had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However, do
Okay.
you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
I'll go get our medical supplies. Is this the morgue? This way, I guess. Huh. Vampire TV Hospital survey. Investigate. 3 days ago, one of our crews heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in the Pembroke Hospital. All you have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech. Then report directly to us and we'll decide what action should be taken. Who are these two? Find the local command post. There's just no going that way. Some citizens may have quests for you if you talk to them. They'll always reward your help. Always.
I cannot enter.
Then we going up.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Bring it on. Ow. You bastard. What the f was that?
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
They can't afford it. Cochrane Tibbets. Why
Mr.
is there a
Connor's
body
injuries
here?
Don't match the report. I'd better look into this. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisher.
Ah,
The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean. The chest has been reopened.
reopened?
A puncture over the left lung. Possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Yeah, that junkie.
It's locked. It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Hmm. Here we go, John Doe. Teleporting won't save you, you bastard. Ah, that hurts. Oh. I don't like this knife. Ah.
These skulls can be so ferocious.
So
I'm not
ferocious.
sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
I thought I saw a cat. Ooh. Well, that's all I got here. Bring the medicine to Dorothy Crane. Bring it on. Compared to John Doe, you're nothing. Hmm. Ah, good. Well, that was interesting. I can see why they stopped using the morgue. Oh, Miss Crane.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Okay. Alright, you've got fatigue. Is anyone else suffering from anything?
Good evening, Mr. Gosling.
Yo!
How are you?
I'm okay.
Medical status. Yeah, she's got fatigue.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't need to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Hmm.
I have to go now.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mrs. Gosling.
Dr. Reed,
What can you tell me about the epidemic, Nurse Crane? I've been out of touch since I've come back to England.
everyday folk don't know how bad it is. The papers certainly won't tell them. Not as long as the war is raging on, anyway.
News on the front stated that the Spanish flu was under control, at least in Britain.
It seemed to be for a while, but that was only last summer. It returned with a vengeance just over a month ago.
What doesn't kill you will always mutate and come back and try again.
What can you tell me about our patients here at Pembroke?
This hospital was founded to help the East End poor and needy. But since the war and the quarantine, we've had all manner of folk.
Oh yeah.
Can you be more specific?
Well, veterans, the elderly, dock workers. We even have a few mental patients. If there's space, we take them.
For how long have you been working here, Nurse Crane?
I first volunteered at the Pembroke in 1911, a few months
Oh.
after Dr. Swansea was appointed.
And before you arrived here?
If you must know, this was my first job.
Oh. Wow, you're a
Well,
natural.
Dr. Swansea certainly has confidence in your abilities. Are you in charge of the nursing staff?
Not in an official capacity, but the Pembroke doesn't always work above board, so to speak.
Okay, I don't know what that means. What about
What
protocol?
about medical protocols?
Dr. Reed, we don't have the money and resources here at the Pembroke like they do in the West End. We do what we can.
How's the
How is
work going
duty
tonight?
roster organized?
Duty roster, that's a good
Everybody
way.
works until they can't. If there's time, they'll eat a meal and shed a silent tear.
Dang, that sucks.
I'll see you later, Nurse Crane.
I've got to talk to Mr. Tippets. Hawkins? You guys have a thing?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
So you don't even know. Wait,
Time has lost its effect
Miss
on
Brannigan is who I want to talk to. You're with Mr. Hooks. Sorry.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tell me what Dr. Tippets did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippets would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippets in our situation?
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake? Never covered your tracks?
No.
Come on,
Never.
Doctor. I wasn't born yesterday.
Tell me, nurse, did you know Dr. Tippets was addicted to medication?
I suspected this behavior for some time, but never dared to ask him about it. Until the day he confessed.
Why would he confess to you about his addiction, Nurse Brannigan?
Don't you know you doctors can't hide anything from a nurse? We're always there, even if you don't notice us.
Do you consider yourselves our confessors, Nurse Brannigan?
I wouldn't dare, Dr. Reed. But I'm intrigued. How did you discover Dr. Tippet's secret?
What can I say? I seem to have a knack for discovering secrets.
And for hiding them as well.
Indeed.
Do you approve of his addiction?
Of course I don't approve. But I understand he needs it to fight the exhaustion. Let's hope he'll stop injecting himself once the epidemic is over.
Highly doubt
What
it.
if he doesn't?
Highly doubt
We'll
it.
have to convince him to stop. I believe he's still in control of his addiction for now, but we must remain vigilant.
I gotta go talk to this cat.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need.
Tippets. Tippet? Swansea.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed, still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Huh.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water.
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
Yeah, you almost died
That
there.
man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
Did he want revenge?
Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
Survival at all costs,
Only
huh?
the strongest survive, then. Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
Well, he's definitely matching up the attitude. How's the hospitalization going?
How's the hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. As long as I'm treated alright, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the staff?
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton, I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough. Like that.
I'm sure she'd look good without, you know, blood all over her and exhaustion in her eyes.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
Man.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I can say for most.
And who are you then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
What's going on here? Smoke break?
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir.
Uh-huh.
We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from Mussophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend.
If I can find him.
I have
But
all the information
after.
I need.
Thank you, Doc.
Where is frickin' Tippets? There you are. Where you been hiding, you drug addict?
Good evening, Dr. Timmons.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Yeah.
I know you're taking drugs, Corcoran. Why take such a risk?
I need it to endure the long shifts. We have no idea how long the epidemic will last. We can't let it win.
I understand.
understand the gesture, Doctor. An immediate answer to an emergency situation. But this can't be a long-term solution.
Thank you for your understanding, my dear colleague. And be assured, I have total control of my consumption.
Do you? Do you?
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was he?
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Body looked pretty fresh. It didn't seem that old, man. That's the point I'm trying to make. But I'll cover for you.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tibbets, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital.
Yeah.
Situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
Good. Do that.
What will you do after your resignation? Do you have a plan?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus.
Oh, Cyprus is nice.
Beautiful island. I could buy a house there by the sea. Read poetry. Wait for death.
Will Brannigan be joining you?
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Miss Brannigan.
Good evening, Nurse Brent.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call.
Fuck did you do? How the bloody dogs are gossiping about how my husband had just got that stupid kid. How many times did I tell you to count to 20 before drawing your blade? How can we expect to do proper business to have people obey if you keep on killing everyone who dares cross you? Now rumor says some bloke from the dead's family is looking for you and one of them swore to kill you. Don't come home tonight. I've seen strange men patrolling the streets. They may be some commie militia or something like that sent to arrest you. Go to a safe place for a few days. Maybe go to the hospital or Whitechapel. Make yourself useful for once by checking if any business could be settled over there. When the situation is calmer, I'll send a wet boot boy so you know when to come back. Edwina. Edwina Cox. Well, I might as well end the video here. Come back, we'll heal that guy of his fatigue. We'll talk to Mr. Blight and find his buddy.